Welcome everyone to another vlog. And this vlog is my tour of Egypt that I went on a solo travel. Egypt surprised me in so many ways, but in ways that you probably wouldn't expect. So this is what I learned in my trip to Egypt. If you are new here, welcome, and I hope that you like this, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and welcome back to my fellow subscribers. The complex with the pyramids is huge. It's a lot of walking, and in the hot sun it can be punishing. Make sure you have a hat, make sure you have water, make sure you have good walking shoes, because it's quite a big area that you cover. The size of the pyramids, literally the videos and the pictures don't do it justice how huge these pyramids are. So I went to Cairo first, and then I took a day trip to Siwa, and then I went to Aswan, and I've got vlogs of all of these. Cairo was a surprising city. It is very bustling, very vibrant. It is a chaotic city. The energy is very high in Cairo. The pyramids, of course, is a must-see for anyone coming to Egypt. You must see the pyramids, but you need to be aware as to how you navigate this, particularly if you're doing this on your own. I would recommend that you do this pyramids tour with a guide, a knowledgeable guide. There will be street sellers, there will be people trying to get you to ride the camels, all sorts. People are always there hustling and selling. So as long as you're prepared, you can, navigate what you want to do and what you don't want to do, and get a decent price. They do prey on tourists. This is their trade. This is how they make their living. So as long as you're prepared for it and don't take it too seriously, if you just politely say no and move on, they're more than happy to let you move on. And that's also one of the benefits of having a guide. That is a buffer between some of the hustling and the selling that is taking place around Cairo. But it is very much a hustle culture. Getting around the different cities across Egypt. Egypt is vast. You don't appreciate how huge this country is, and I would recommend maybe staying in one of the resorts and then coming to Cairo rather than staying in Cairo. So that's one of my recommendations. I went to Aswan, and I took the domestic flights to Aswan, which was very convenient, particularly if you're short on time. You can take trains, etc., but that takes a long time, and if you're short on time, using domestic flights is a really good way to get to the different cities. So from Cairo, I took a flight to Aswan. Alternatively, you can hire private taxis to take you around, but of course this is a more expensive way of doing things, and apparently there are overnight trains as well that you can take. But I would recommend that you take the internal flights. If you book early, you can get some really good prices for the internal flights. In terms of how you dress, I would recommend that you dress modestly. Of course, it can be very hot, so having layers, having maybe a light cotton shirt that you can wear over a sleeveless top will work quite well, or having a scarf that you can cover up. Getting around Egypt can be a bit of an adventure. In Cairo, Uber and Karim, they work quite well, but be mindful, it doesn't work quite so much if you book Uber to the airport. They will try to haggle you the price, so better to maybe book with your accommodation or have something privately booked, or you agree your price before you get in the car. In Aswan, you can be on the boats across the rivers, the Nile River, and that's how you get from the mainland to Elephantine, and that was quite okay. And in Siwa is quite a bumpy ride. You use a tuk-tuk is what I used to get around in Siwa, and that was pretty bumpy to get around, but it was convenient and it's simple, and you get to all the major spots that way, and you support local people. If you do one thing in Aswan, take a follicular ride at sunset. It's peaceful and it's beautiful, and it's a side of Egypt most tourists miss. I would also recommend going to Abu Simbel. This is totally worth the early morning wake up and long drive. It takes about 3 to 4 hours from Aswan to Abu Simbel, but it is an absolute must-see. It makes the pyramids look like child's play after you see Abu Simbel, and a lot of tourists miss this. Siwa as well. It is a trek, but again, some of the best things you have to work hard for. So going to Siwa and floating in the salt lakes and watching the sun go down across the lake, the river, is pure magic. It's something that you have to experience, and I had to decide whether I'm going to fit in Siwa or Luxor, and I'm really happy that I plumbed for Siwa. I will have to do Luxor another time, but I will highly recommend doing Aswan. The food is amazing. Abu Simbel is just something else, and the Siwa Salt Lakes is something out of this world. Egypt isn't always easy. It can be chaotic, loud, confusing, but it's also what makes it very memorable. Bring small notes for tips, stay hydrated, have water, download any maps that you might need offline, and most importantly, be curious, be respectful, take your time. Egypt reveals itself and its beauty very slowly, and it really is worth it. So I hope you found these tips helpful and you're planning your trip to Egypt, and to avoid some of the mistakes along the way. Check out my other vlogs that I did in detail on Cairo, Aswan and Siwa for a deeper look into what I did, and I will do a roundup vlog as well about my whole itinerary for Egypt, so do look out for that. So like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.